Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. And she had enemies.
I hear there's been a series of these.
Tabloids write that shit to sell copies. No, this was political. It's always political. It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-AUG politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything. Coincidence?
Sounds like someone should go after this guy, ask him some questions.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just, if you do that, please don't mention me. I don't want to end up like her.
What else can you tell me about Radko?
The guy's a sleazy piece of shit. That's all there is to it.
And you think he's capable of murder?
Absolutely.
Did you actually see anything?
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
Yeah, thought as much.
Gruesome, isn't it?
If you
We can't let them get away
have
with
to
this.
tell us. I'm not Montag. I don't need your help.
Excuse me. Please. Did they send you to protect me? I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Aug victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
Then you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an AUG.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol.
If it wasn't
Who do
for
they think
Johnny,
they are?
I might have pegged you for this.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
get calls I didn't want, tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children, former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him.
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
People hold a hell of a grudge against AUGs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? AUG or no AUG.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Did you notice any signs of struggle?
Less than you might expect. She almost looks peaceful. Almost.
How do you think the murder happened? What do you think killed her exactly?
I think her husband is what killed her. And if she's lucky, it all happened very quickly. If not, not.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
What can you tell me about the victim?
Gunn, Angela, married to Gunn, Johnny. The department rests its case.
Have there been a lot of murders in this area?
More than the average. I know I wouldn't live here. Not even if they paid me.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Away from the crime scene.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
These assholes try anything.
Give it a rest, huh?
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do. Maybe tomorrow.
Found something.
Something is going
I'm
to
not
push them into
Montag. I
attacking
don't
us.
need your help.
Didn't think so.
Gruesome, isn't it?
Away from the crime scene, sir. If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have paid you for this. Wish we could just shoot any ugly scene.
Doesn't it? Something is about to happen?
This is some sick shit right there. Well, that isn't.
She's just lying there. They should at least cover her up.
Someone is targeting Augs. This one is not the first.
Come on, you know how this goes. Come on, let's see them.
If you don't want any surprises, you might want to be more specific.
Shut up, Clank. I want your papers, not your opinion. Fuck me. We do not want trouble. There is no need to start any trouble, yes?
You sure you don't want to see anything else?
Pretty quiet.
Watch out.
What do you want? Clear through this checkpoint. Go! Don't interfere.
Areas off limits for people
Scan
like
at gunpoint. Talk about police brutality.
Fucking Augs. No respect.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-Aug speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is polling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
You owe the family a little more than that, don't you?
I told you. I had nothing to do with whatever happened. Now, who are you? Why are you really here?
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
I'll make the calls. You worry about giving me a list of names and numbers.
Sure, my office will forward you the information within 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Scout's honor.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not gonna tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn, the journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the org vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Your politics are viciously anti-AUG, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against AUGs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Nepřivolávej na mě pozornost, čeče. To chceš, aby nás odsaď vyhnali fízlové?
Keep moving, Vrak.
I am joined by Planet Music award-winning artist
Just go back the way you came.
has recently launched a new partnership with
Mr. Perry doesn't pay me to talk.
Close the act. Mr. Key, it is a pleasure to speak with you today.
Hello, Eliza. Thank you for having me on your program.
Don't play
Let me
dumb.
begin by stating
I know
that
you
the
can
Human
hear.
Restoration Act is nothing more than legalized slavery. My hope is that in working with artists against violence...
Now you're just
which
being
have pleasure
stupid
of
on
others,
purpose. Get lost.
Slavery is a very strong word, Mr. Key. When I spoke with head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stanley, he described the goal of the Human Restoration Act as a time out between augmented and a temporary separation in the process.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hanzers would try to attack these upstanding citizens.
But that does not make for good news, does it?
But, Mr. Keene, news outlets are simply reporting on the current situation. And you have to agree that right now, the world consists of little more than terror, conflict, and chaos.
No, 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 that is completely wrong. You're wrong. There is so much love.
Sure.
Did you forget something?
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Do they now?
These pictures Angela had of you, they're worth a lot more than that, aren't they?
How did you... Who are you?
Doesn't matter. What matters is that this constitutes motive. Angela Gunn knew that Prague's premier anti-AUG politician had a bit of an AUG fetish.
What you call motive, I call luck. Angela was a problem, now that problem is gone. That doesn't mean I made it go away.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Murderers in uniform! Get who this starts! Will be a haven for augmented people. A stable and self-sufficient hub of creativity and innovation.
soundproof the basement.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Hunters will try to attack this substance.
Access granted.
Soundproof the basement. Hunters would try to attack this upstanding citizen.
I'm
here to protect Mr. Perry.
Did you forget something?
What's your position on Augs?
Officially, I think they are a menace to society.
And unofficially? You're a real big fan of us, aren't you? Some of us, anyway.
My position on Augs is nothing personal, if that's what you mean. Like I said, I am a servant of the people. Their desires are my desires. Their prejudices, my prejudices.
I'm talking about your personal positions. The ones Ivanka has footage of. Apparently you were at an Aug brothel all night. Trying to convince those Aug sisters to vote for you, is that it?
What do you want?
Unlike everyone else you seem to know, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I just want to know who murdered that woman tonight.
Wish I could help you, but as you can see, I was busy with something else, of which there is ample video evidence. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Your hypocritical private life isn't my concern right now. I just want to know who was in that alley tonight.
It wasn't me. Now, if you want to keep slinging mud at poor Radko Perry, go right ahead, but as far as I'm concerned, you know I'm not a killer.
Well, that's for me to decide, Radko.
Another one.
Been away for the past 9 months. I had no idea. What a terrible tragedy. How did it
Move along.
I have no time for your bullshit.
Like I am not a citizen.
Wrong
yet.
compartment.
Some of these tourists do not respect boundaries. They think if you are a woman and in the red light district, then you can be bought.
Next time, use the last 2 cars or I will throw your ass in jail.
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
Vy nejspíš hledáte vykřičenou čtvrť, co? Tu najdete snadno. Jděte tam, kde se hodně křičí.
I don't want to hear it. You have a problem? Call Central.
Vás plechovek je tady dneska víc než dost.
Smelling like a rose.
Nechte mě
Stick it out
bejt.
with
Mám
them.
už plný zuby toho, jak se mě pořád někdo ptá, kam jdu a s kým se bavím. S nikým už nemluvím.
There! Terrorist! Other countries, they send all the degenerate clanks to Prague because they don't want to pay for them. They don't want to take care of them.
I'm more interested in how it might affect my portfolio. So what do you think?
Where you going?
Eidos News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and
Where you going? Must be tripping.
You'd steal from me?
Sure, kick me while I'm down.
up the stratosphere. Deadly infectious.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you. Only to ask questions.
Apology accepted. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone.
Need more beer. Why don't they deliver?
98 bottles of beer. 98 bottles of beer. What the fuck?
Sneak it out.
Sorry, dneska nemám na nikoho čas.
Come on. Beer on the wall. Nice outfit.
City run by criminals and scum.
Hello?
It's not like they did not see me work. They're all there.
The things you see.
The news Japanese won't get pushed them into attacking us.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
Something about the crime scene doesn't sit right.
Okay, what about it?
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Perry. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I think I might have something on the killer's MO.
It's like watching a grandmaster at work.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Who do they think they are?
Sorry.
Go on.
Are you completely stupid, or are you trying to start trouble? You're in the Naturals train. Christ. Let's see your papers.
I don't need this hassle.
You're the one causing me trouble, Clank. Here. These are good enough that I'm going to ignore you. This time. Use the AUG train.
What were they called again? The
Try not to
Juggernaut
make the
Collective?
same mistake again.
I might look
You
into
might
it.
run into someone less forgiving.
Zasrala, že jsi vypasoval tuhletu šichtu.
This is the last time.
No one is who they think they are. Believing in yourself only buries the truth deeper down.
Say.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
Who else will take care of it?
Want to play a round of deathmatch after work?
Ježiš. Něco je donutí na nás zaútočit. Proč se tohle místo promění, že jo? Vylejzaj ven, neviditelný lidi.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
No one is crazy enough to attack us.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.
I'm just going to keep walking.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Listen to that cry.
I think they might try to fight back, do you?
Who else will take care of it?
Need to fill my ticket quota for the month.
Who else will take care of it?
Go die in an alley. Use the designated... right here in the city.
Wrong fucking line, Kansas. Move along.
You real.
You're joking, right?
Can't trust anyone. Enjoying yourself, detective.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found. For a while I thought it might be Radko Perry, that maybe he was behind all of this. But that wasn't right either.
What makes you so sure?
I pretended to be Radko during a text messaging conversation. Turns out he rented himself a couple of augmented girlfriends the night of the murder. He was with them the whole time. They got video that proves it and they're using it to blackmail him.
The less I know about Radko's personal life, the better. What I meant was, what makes you so sure it can't be Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Interpost.
Time
Who
to
do
wrap
they think
this
they
up.
are?
All right. Let me do my job.
We're busy.
All right. Let's call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Sir?
I have no idea who did this, and neither do you. That may scare the shit out of me, and it may piss some people off, but it's the truth.
Yes, sir.
And would someone
I'm not Montag. I don't need your help.
get me a damn coffee?
You think I don't know what's going on?
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful, keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, paint. Right over there.
System initiated. Access granted.
You want praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Что за хуйня?
I'll be on my way.
Fuck off then. Next time, maybe not fuck off. Whatever you need, I've got it. How much do you want to spend this time, eh? Что за хуйня?
I have everything I need.
Fuck off then. Next time, maybe not fuck off.
Biocells.
Tohle se mi teda moc nelíbí.
Don't answer me, it's a rhetorical question.
Například biobaterie a jisté nástroje.
Hello?
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me.
hell are you thinking? Trying to start a riot or something? Naturals only, Clank. Now let's see your paperwork.
Let's hurry this up. I've got places to be.
You really must think you're something special. Lucky your credentials stand up, but don't be cute again. Stick with your kind. Now go!
People like this? People like that? The police matter. Hell with the police, and fuck you too! That's it! Up against the wall!
This is bullshit.
Make
This
note.
is bullshit!
I warned you.
The people have a right to speak. They have an obligation to question authority.
And you have the right to remain silent. Or else.
Asshole!
Go away, unless you want what he's getting.
Always like the car.
I'm not seeing anything. This patrol is pointless.
I've sold most of my jewelry.
I'm not going to.
Come on, don't ask if we were not desperate.
Lose my job. My papers.
You do that.
Can't be bent against that kind of thing.
Come on, come on.
Starting to think we're never the right person. A god.